Yeah. 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 Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Now, throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might win it now. Throw the ball with the right hand. Catch.
Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Denver Broncos. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow, 180. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check your hot read. Yellow, 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 yellow. Shift, watch the shift. Switch. Jam. Hatchet. Check yellow. Check 50.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Yeah, they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Check in. Hey, watch the slant.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastering to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Fighting his way through contact. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsey. His 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Mahomes now on first down. And he's got it. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guy playing defense.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Anthony Sherman, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
This will be taken in at the 1. They find some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Such an electric play. So much fun to watch. And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the shift.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
53. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. We didn't want this. 53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. Run now, Brady. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Shift. Go on. Go on.
Clock now on first down. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
These two teams all tied after one. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Mike, 53. 53.
Here's Locke. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Denver.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
60 outlaw.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. On the move to his left. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's McCoy. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it with McCoy. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's got a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. They'll run it with Williams. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 44. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, Sunday.
Slam. Check 24. Check nickel. He's checking. Crash.
Now a draw play. This is McCoy. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. And that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Darren Lee there to get him down.
2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, here's Locke. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Yellow. Just like that. Just like that.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down on his... And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Lock now on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame. That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow... incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Now he's going to throw deep back over. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Coming in, coming 61. Matchbox lights.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Oh, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
General West.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Double dog. That's the way. Check. Ready?
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. The kick by McManus is good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing now is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Xavier Williams, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes firing complete, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught here by Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Mahomes now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Number 53. Look at me. Zipper.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. All day, every day.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lock. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Another run by Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
53, check 53.
3rd and 2. Lock's going to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take the turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Ryan Switzer, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. McCoy. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Mahomes. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Set. 60 outlaw. Number 53. Mike 53. Rip right.
They'll run it here with P-Ryan. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's Lindsey. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And McManus able to put it through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They run it again with Williams. And an alley to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And Mahomes hit. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.